What's up, you fools? Matt is United, your favorite Eurovision channel. Welcome back. This is the 2019 ESC United Expert Panel, where the ESC United team is reviewing all songs of the Eurovision Song Contest 2019. There are 41 of them, so it's a lot of work, but we love doing it. So we talk them through, share our thoughts, and at the very end, give you a score. But hold on, we got to talk about it first, right? So let's start. It's Poland's turn. Poland, after a few years of having a national final, where this year like, nah, let's just do an internal selection because they didn't qualify last year, which was a big upset, apparently, that they figured they had to scrap that national final and go with the broadcaster's choice. And so they did. So they decided to send a very interesting band, Tulia. The name of the song, well, it's called Pali się or Pali się. Translates to Fire of Love. Well, we got to talk about it. Do we like it or not? Sanio, go ahead.
When they chose the band, actually, when they chose them, I was very excited because I love folk music. But the song sounds very noisy, it's just weird. The English doesn't harm it. It's not a problem for me. I prefer the 100% polished version a bit more, but the song itself, like especially the chorus, it sounds very noisy. And like there's this arrange that's a bit rockish, and it feels that it doesn't fit the song. I don't like it.
All right. Well, okay. Let me start with the good first on my end. The good stuff is we need that kind of music, that kind of song at Eurovision. I know it sounds kind of cliche, but I'm not saying every song has to be like a local traditional sound, but it's nice to have a few songs that bring that flavor to the contest. And Poland is definitely delivering in that, department. So I'm really glad that they chose something that is not safe. I mean, one thing we can all agree, whether you love it or hate it, it's not a safe choice. On to the bad. I know they call this sound white noise, and not white noise. That's what you have in office. White voice. And it's basically a specific style. And because they're all singing, but they're not harmonizing. 4 women singing the same sound, and since they're singing the same melody and very loud, it's borderline shouty. Like the vocals really more like your chest voice, but even though it's not supposed to be shouty, to me, it really is a little shouty, and that makes it very difficult for me to listen to. I was told that there are people who sing that style, that white voice sound, that actually harmonize. I think if they would have done a little bit more, it would have added a little bit more of a layer, a little bit more depth to it. And to me, it is fine. I appreciate what it is, the uniqueness it brings to the contest. I will not give it a super low score, that for a reason alone, but it's really not kind of song that I have on repeat all the time. But I'm trying to separate because I'm still thankful that they sent it, yet I'm not really crazy about it. Does that make any sense? It doesn't always have to be what I like. I'm glad we have it in the contest. That's what I'm trying to say. How about you, Calvin?
I, as you do, appreciate that it's there, and I do like that it's there. I will start with that. I also think it's a little bit much when the vocals come in. Each time I just do a little bit of like a jump scare, just because they're such a shock to my ears, even though I know they're coming. I just think it's very odd. I think the English is a nice touch, actually. I think it's kind of a change from verse to chorus, which is good. Because something like this could be a lot for 3 minutes, but because there's a little bit of a change of language and thus a change of pace, I appreciate that. But yeah, that it's as noisy as it is, and that the vocalists are so clear in the recording, it just doesn't fully work for me.
All right, Zach.
What does your shirt say?
Team GB.
No, Matt's shirt. I'm sorry.
Oh, trippin'.
I need you to order one and send it to both of them because y'all are tripping. This song is awesome.
Really?
I think the song is so cool. White voice, I know is kind of harsh to some people's ears, but we're just going to sit here and act like we haven't listened to Girls Aloud for the past 2 decades. I mean, they're pretty much singing in the same style, just shouting with no harmonies, and people call them pop stars.
I don't even know them.
You don't know? Because you're
Girls
American.
Aloud?
Girls Aloud, yeah.
Don't know them.
No, they totally didn't. They were like the big girl group in the UK after the Spice Girls.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't sing.
In the US,
Anyway. They really didn't harmonize. They just sort of sang shouty together, and they're kind of sing talk, which is maybe why I'm used to the song, because I love Girls Aloud. But I just love this kind of juxtaposition with this very traditional dress, with this kind of rocker song. And it doesn't feel fake or forced to me. It feels very much like somehow it all makes sense. Like, and maybe part of that is because I know their cover of, Enjoy the Silence, and they did a cover of Metallica's Nothing Else Matters. And they kind of have this this brand there in Poland of remaking these rock songs. And I feel like this song's kind of a non-wink to that. The song actually also, I say Girls Aloud, but their voices almost kind of remind me of Icona Pop, the two women who sang I Don't Care, I Love It. Just that kind of real shouty, pop, catchy type of stuff. And I don't know, I'm digging it. I'm curious to see how they're going to do the staging. We'll see if they have 2 backup singers or backup dancers churning butter again this year.
Oh gosh, that would be funny, right? It worked once. Why not try it again?
They'll be working with fire hoses.
Do you have inside knowledge? Okay, no, we don't know yet. So don't think that's what's going to happen. But anyway, so as you can see, it may be a little bit of a polarizing entry, which is good. We always point out you don't want to just be safe in the middle. We who may not click with it, we're not going to vote against it. So our opinions don't even matter. You want to appeal to the Zacks that will support it. The question is, did the team support it? Let's get the overall score and go from there. First up, Sanya, what's your score for Tulia?
5.5, sorry. Like, the vocals don't bother me. I think the vocals are actually one of the strong points of the song. But the problem for me is their range. I think that, I listened to the whole album, but it feels that they handpicked the worst song, in my opinion. Yeah, I like almost all their songs. But this one is just, it feels very artificial to me.
All right, that is fair. Now, I cannot give it a high score because, I'm not crazy about the song, but I give it some extra points because of the uniqueness and, taking a chance. So 6 points from me. Calvin.
No, I'm totally on the same page as you, Matt. I think I was a little harsh in my comments compared to how I feel about the song. I do appreciate the uniqueness and nerve of it.
And talent.
Yeah, yes. I actually also gave it a 6.
All right, Zach, bring up the score for us, please.
I know, just for someone like Robert to drag my score down to the average, the low score. I gave it an 8. It's a song I really like. One of my top songs this year. Is it my favorite song? No. There's only one song I give a 10 to this year, and it's not going to be this one, but an 8.
8. Nothing to complain about. So let's take all of these points, throw them in a big bucket, steer a little bit, and add all the other scores from the team ESC United. Over 20 people have voted, and the final score is 5.63. So, Zach, I gotta ask you, your reaction says it all? Too low, huh?
Yeah, buy tripping shirts for everyone else, all 19 other people.
Yeah, I mean, it is interesting because, Calvin, even we gave it 6 and we're above average.
Yeah. I think it's, I actually have this currently, let me see, I think I have it 8th on my list to qualify in that semi. I think it's going to make it. I think it's going to make an impact. I thought the score might actually have been a bit higher than it has turned out to be. So yeah, I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, I feel a little bad. Maybe I should have given a few more points. This is too low for Poland. I feel like they should have gotten a little bit more. But hey, as I said, we are only 4 people. We don't control the vote overall, but not all is lost because you can now vote in our poll as well. Check out the link in the description box. There is a poll. You can vote 10 for amazing, 1 for horrible, and then we compare notes. And you can see the full ranking so far of all the songs that we have reviewed. So let us know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. We got to move on to the next video. Have a good day.